At the start of this episode, Damon finds bricklaying dull and calls Kieran, saying she won't do it forever. Actually, Damon was trying to hint that Kieran should stick around, but Kieran seemed more interested in hearing "I love you." Yet her take care sent Kieran's heart into a nosedive. Kieran was slightly hurt, but still clinging to a glimmer of hope for love. In the lounge, Kieran imagined Damon appearing, gripping her hand, and taking her back to their happy days. However, dreams are just dreams. Kieran eventually leaves, crestfallen, while Damon sits by the lake with a heavy heart. Staring at the planes soaring away, her lover also took wing, and her self-improvement plan was back to square one, returning to. However, Zach's heartfelt talk surprisingly opened Damon's eyes to what she really wanted in life. Zach may not be an expert, but he knows Damon doesn't belong here, so she decided to seek out Sean. But Professor and Sean got into a never-ending debate over her future. Professor wanted her to work for the NSA, while Sean objected to fear. Sean worried that Damon's unstable emotions could spark World War III, so it's best to let her step out of her fortress first. That's when Damon realizes that these two daddy figures really were worried sick about her. Upon seeing Damon, both of them immediately stopped the argument, with the professor silently exiting and hoping Sean could guide her. Sean understood that since Damon came to find him, it was time to step in, and he held up Damon's file, urging her to face her past. He recalled his pain and shared his story about an alcoholic dad and violence, like he was doing a stand-up routine. His words hit Damon hard, and she could no longer hold back, spilling her long-buried pain. At this very moment, Sean felt that the perfect time had finally arrived to completely breach Damon's impenetrable emotional wall. He continuously repeated the words "you can do it," and gradually Damon's psychological defenses began to crumble. At the very moment, she finally let go of the gloom in her heart. She wrapped her arms around Sean, releasing her pain. This soul doctor made her see the glimmer of hope in life for the very first time. Life often throws curveballs that leave you feeling helpless, and before you know it, you've forgotten who you truly are. Until one day, someone tells you it's not your fault. Simple yet so crucial. That's the line of defense in your heart. Only this acknowledgement can redeem you. This is your answer, something neither you nor those around you could figure out. Finally free from her mental block, Damon happily accepted the professor's arrangement, picking a job that suited her. Sean felt pleased. However, they were compelled to bid farewell. No matter how unbreakable the friendship may be, it cannot withstand the tides of life. The spiritual journey came to an end. Damon was about to embark on a new life while Sean planned to travel and move beyond his past shadows. Damon left his number as a bridge for future contact, while Sean began reevaluating his own life. Finally, Damon reluctantly exited the office, and on her 21st birthday, her friends surprised her. They pooled money to get her a new car, and though it was second-hand, Damon loved it to bits. Meanwhile, Sean was packing up, and the professor walked in slowly, wanting to apologize for the previous argument. But before he could speak, Sean jumped in and took the words. Friendship is that simple. No extra words needed. Before Sean left, Damon drove the car her friends gifted her to his building and penned a letter for him. She glanced up and placed her letter in the mailbox, then drove off. In the letter, Damon mentioned she decided to head to California to find Kieran and revive their love. Meanwhile, Zach came as usual to pick up Damon to go bricklaying. But today's atmosphere was entirely different. He noticed there was no response in the room, looked through the window, and realized Damon wasn't home. The tidy room made Zach realize that the most promising one among them finally went to chase their worth. Though he felt a tinge of sadness, he was genuinely happy for Damon deep down. And that's a wrap. I hope you all pursue your own lives and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel. This story inspires me to pause and ponder what I truly want. Though not a genius like Damon, I also live below my expectations. Though I've mastered survival skills, I've lost my true self, like a rock that's been worn down. As time passed, I became so lost that I resorted to rebellion to shield my fragile heart. When I heard Sean tell Damon, "It's not your fault," that warm and simple phrase gave me the courage to change. In that moment, the shadows in my heart evaporated, and the light streamed in, warming every corner of my soul. In that moment, I saw my innocent self as a baby, truly happy. That was the true self I had long sought, the carefree purity. I wasn't disturbed by worldly matters, and my future was full of endless possibilities. I deserve a better life and hope to set sail again, like Sean's painting, navigating life's journey. Even if storms brew along the way, this time I won't give up.